So I'd like to apologize for the technical difficulty that happened on the last stream, and now we're starting a new stream. Hello, Game of Thrones. Oh.
This is my personal favorite story she's ever read. Good story.
Because I have to upload it on Apple.
Kale's just so yeah.
That aside. Oh, hello, Jess, you're here. You wanna say you wanna talk about your project? What is it about?
My project is called International Queer Society. There are 9 of us, and our goal is to basically look at the LGBT community in every country that we visit. We started with LGBT. So I kind of made this thing to show what it's all about. So this is a brief overview of what we're doing, what our goal is, how we hope to achieve this final product, all that kind of stuff. And here is Japan. We spoke to a couple of people. Our main way of finding out information is interviews. So we managed to speak to a couple of people and look at some stuff. I didn't put everything we learned on here because we have a Tumblr page that we hopefully be
Ooh, Tumblr page. Yep.
and that's where we're going to put most of what we learned about what being queer is like in Japan and how general public has.
So the main goal is?
The main goal is to gain a deeper understanding of what LGBT life is like in different parts of the world that most of the students don't live in. Find out what culture is.
Yay. Hello, gamers. Kind of. You wanna talk about this game and what's the origin? How did it came to be like this?
Basically, this game.
It's you again,
Yes,
by the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
So basically, this game was intended to be played by the rules of chess. Basically, it's supposed to be simplistic but complex at the same time. So if you actually
Okay.
to the game itself.
Yep.
Basically,
I'll be right back. Yes. Huh?
Link yet, so they haven't watched what you just recorded.
Oh yeah. I mean, it'll be
I
out
need
for
to in the email.
yeah.
Do you want to talk to Max again briefly?
I'll be talking to Matt again, but I've already completed it with Jess. Yep. I mean, they can go back and watch.
Email that.
Yep. What?
Wait, Colin? Yeah, it was kind of a mistake. What's up?
What about it?
I know, it's muted, right? It's fantastic.
Yay.
It's not working at all. Great. Exactly what I wanted.
The sound is working. But the video is not working at all.
Great. Exactly what I wanted.
Yes?
No. I don't know what's wrong and I don't know how to.
Okay. So, I'd like to sorry again for inconvenience. Amelie, what do you have here?
Okay, so my project is on math and origami and how we can use origami to teach math. And so what I did was I made a video where I used this fold. It's called the Mayura Ori fold. And it's a tutorial of how to make this, but it also explains the math behind the fold.
The math?
The math.
Do you have like, an example?
Okay, so basically, if you look at this, you can fold it and unfold it very easily from only putting pressure on 2 points, right?
Yep.
So that's because the material, it has a negative Poisson's ratio. So basically, when you stretch it, most materials would contract in the cross-section, but this particular thing, if you see, I expand it, and it expands in the cross-section. So that gives it some very interesting qualities that make it very useful in engineering and like medicine. It's super cool, super mathematical.
Yeah, look at all these.
They were always having these religious wars.
Miscellaneous?
Yeah, that's just random stuff. That's just for fun.
That looks interesting.
Yeah.
Hence.
This is modular origami. So what you do is you take multiple sheets
Yep.
and you fold them into units. And
Yes.
so they're all the same. So if I take it apart here, you can see that
Oh no.
one unit.
Yep.
So I fold a bunch of these, and then the way that their internal geometry works, you can fit them together to make one big shape.
Yep. Oh, okay. That's a lot better. You know, it wasn't really settling when you pulled it out.
I'll put it back here, don't worry.
Yeah, glad to hear that. And that's the video tutorial.
Except this one.
And now they're getting all this stuff out and selling it.
It's going to keep increasing parallel.
Wait. Hey, Game of Thrones. You're all gone?
Yes.
Do you want to just like talk about it a little bit? Then? So, like,
we had
yep.
a confession booth.
Yep.
So throughout the whole term we had presentation, courses on different topics in philosophy that were based on Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Today we all our members decided on one philosophy or one philosopher that they embodied.
Yep.
And then people could come here and confess something, and we would give them answers based on what our philosophy is. So for example, I was Plato, and someone else was an ethical egoist, and then there was Kant, and then there was a hedonist, a utilitarian, and a nihilist.
Yep.
And we just gave our opinions on what people confessed to us.
I wish you caught that.
Yes, and we have all these fancy codes
Yep.
and QR codes if you want more
QR
information.
code. Is this information about the
The
philosopher?
individual philosophies.
Oh. And you get chocolate if you come here, but it's too late.
Yes, but that was the project.
I need to text stuff out. Martin, can you help me with the?
Hey Ken, what is it all about?
We are looking at waste management in Japan and how it links to the Japanese life and what the government action is and the current technologies. So basically, we have 4 different most famous type of trash in Japan, which are combustible, incombustible, oversized, and bottles. And where did all the garbage go? Okay, hold this for me. Technology. No, it's not so good.
Live stream.
So basically, all the garbage are mostly burned.
This is Paula.
The
Project. You can't say that on the live stream.
I want to hear my voice. Have you heard it?
Yeah, you're at the beginning. Paula, do you want to explain about your personal project? We are having a live stream.
Say something.
I can explain my personal project. Sure.
There you go.
What? Never mind.
Do you want to say something about your project?
I mean, that was the idea, but I think we're going to start off.
Yeah.
My personal project is explaining the thyroid, the gland that's next to the base of our neck, is one of the most important glands we have because it controls hormones. And I explain some kinds of disorders we can have. That's an overactive thyroid. That means that your thyroid doesn't stop working, so you get certain symptoms that can be really dangerous. And an underactive thyroid,
Yep.
which means your thyroid is not working as well in a way slowly dying. And that's just explained in a very simple terminology.
And then also, like, what are these like around?
Well, what are these things?
All the things.
Well, those are my characters, basically.
So right now they're watching the video.
Oh.
But these are all the characters and everything that I use, plus the cameras.
So We kindly request you to return to the seats.
皆様お願いします。
Okay, so you will have time at the end of this event to continue looking at the booths, but now we're going to continue our stage program with the presentation of the marketing module that is going to talk about their process of establishing a long-term marketing strategy that covers various areas, including a promotion video and a general social media approach. So please welcome the marketing module on stage.
次はマーケティングプロジェクトがビデオとメディアを含むマーケティングの戦略を設定した過程を演説します。どうぞマーケティングモデル。
これからの発表が全部英語で行いますので、チームが私に頼んで先にちょっと日本語しかわからない方のために説明をお願いしますと言われました。今回は TGS コンサルティングというマーケティング会社を作った説として広島の会社と団体をアピールするためのマーケティングキャンペーンを皆さん考えています。で広島にいる間にまず肘山の上にある放映権RERF Radiation Effects Research Foundation というところに見学に行って、その方々にイメージをちょっと変えたいと。広島の歴史がご存知の方は昔原爆が落とされた後にその ABCC っていう ABBC いつも間違ってる ABBC っていう団体が広島に来てすぐ研究を始めて、ちょっと残念なことがあってイメージがあまり良くない、被爆者の方にもあまり好評じゃない団体でした。で途中で制度が変わって RERF っていう別の組織に変わりまして、あれから今の RERF は昔の歴史を十分認識して責任を持ちたいということでですけど今行っている研究のポジティブな面を皆さんの若い世代にアピールしたいということでTGS の生徒たちにあなたたちの世代にアピールできるようなビデオで私たちがちゃんとやっていることを理解してもらうためになんとかお願いできないかという依頼を受けて、今から2つのグループがその放映権のことを発表します。で1つ目は見学に行かれる方が見る説明ビデオを作り直す課題与えられました。そして2つ目は若い世代にアピールできるソーシャルメディアのキャンペーンを作ってRERF の仕事となぜ今でも大事だということを皆さんに説明してくださいという依頼を受けて作りました。で3つ目は別の日にマツダの本社にお邪魔してそちらのマーケティングの内容を習って、それを生かしてマツダの車を次の世代の人たちにアピールできるマーケティングビデオを作りました。だからそれについて英語ばっかりで話しますのでもし何かがあったら後でまとめて説明しますどうぞご覧ください。よろしくお願いします。
Alright, hello everybody. I am Colin United States. That is Paula from Mexico and Soen from South Korea. Before we begin, please update your status, because it is like 6:10. All right, so the 9 of us have been working as interns for TGS Consulting, which is our maybe real, maybe fake company. We have 2 owners. And so we have 2 companies, Mazda and the Radiation Effects Research Foundation, that we divided up and helped create products such as advertising and also marketing guides, basically. So they're like thick booklets about what they can continue to do in the future. So we are the RERF, Radiation Effects Research Foundation video team. Then we have 3 over here are the social media team, and then those 3 in the back are the Mazda team. So for us, I'm going to let Paula introduce the video team.
Thank you. So first, let's talk a bit about what is the Radiation Effects Research Foundation. It started in 1975. There's the successors of ABCC, and their mission now is to conduct research and studies for peaceful purposes on the medical effects of radiation. That's why they're so important. They basically set the limits all over the world for radiation, as you'll see later on in the video, which explains in what areas and how this affects every single one of us. Our team focused especially on doing the introductory video that they'll play before guided tours at the facilities of RERF. They have 2 buildings, one in Hiroshima, another one in Nagasaki. You can visit either, and we also focused on their YouTube channel. And we justified absolutely everything on the marketing strategy, which helped us make decisions that we'll talk more about later. For now, let's watch the video.
Radiation Effects Research Foundation is a binational organization funded by the Japanese and United States governments in 1975 to conduct research and studies for peaceful purposes on the medical effects of radiation. We currently operate 2 research centers, with one located in Hiroshima and the other in Nagasaki. The Radiation Effects Research Foundation has numerous departments of research, including radiobiology, molecular bioscience, and epidemiology. Also, an amazing robotic freezer that stores thousands of the atomic bomb survivors' DNA samples. Last but not least, there are thousands of visitors and trainees that come to get a better understanding of our work every year. We make the experience and knowledge gained through our studies on atomic bomb health effects widely available for the benefit of the world, making contributions to the establishment of global radiation protection standards. We collaborate internationally with institutions such as the National Cancer Institute, the International Commission on Radiological Protection, the Oxford University, and many others.
Understanding the risks of radiation is extremely valuable. It protects virtually everybody every day, so it impacts everybody. I think the message is just understanding what radiation does and how it relates to exposure that other people get in other places from magnets.
Unique cohort in all over the world, and the data that we've collected here at RERF can basically never be replicated, and so we have one chance to get the data and get it right.
After the bomb, there was the ABCC, the Atomic Bomb Casualties Commission, who started research in 1947. The Atomic Bomb Casualties Commission made mistakes while doing their research. Today, it is perceived by many as if they did not give the atomic bomb survivors the respect and care they deserve. Now, the Radiation Effects Research Foundation treats the victims as family, caring for and helping them. And as a result, over the years, they have built a relationship with 120,000 survivors and their families, helping them understand how the radiation from the atomic bomb affects their health.
Now they come maybe more as a matter of habit or because they know people here. But that doesn't mean that we can just take them for granted. We should be trying to run a program such that they would like to come here, that they trust us to stay there.
find the contributions of RERF in every field. Space agencies use it to ensure the safety of the astronauts living in space.
People use the A-bomb survivor data all over the place to try to understand what this studying risk of radiation in space. So you may not realize that there's a big risk of radiation exposure.
Doctors use it so they aren't harmed from frequent exposure with scanning equipment, and nuclear energy companies use it to protect their employees from dangerous doses.
No institution in the world are like us because we have so many victimized places, like Auschwitz. They became a museum. Here we became researchers. So it's very unique in that sense. And museum is to show the past, and also learn from it. But this institute is still quite alive in a sense to create information, produce day by day new information to help the world.
I am RERF.
I am RERF.
I am RERF. I am RERF. I am RERF.
I am
RERF.
I am RERF.
I am RERF.
Future, peace, gratitude.
Yes. So, as we previously mentioned, all of the decisions made during our editing process is backed up by researchers. We make these decisions based on research when we have to decide what kind of music we're going to use, what kind of color scheme that we're going to use, or which facts and scenes to include or to exclude. So, especially over here in this case, we're in a situation where we have to decide whether or not to include the RERF's past history that might come as negative to the audience. And even RERFs themselves didn't have a really clear stance or specific idea on how to react to this negative past. So we had to mostly rely on the outside researchers. So we did, and here, as you can see, throughout the research, we found out that many of the marketing professionals and researchers view that a certain amount of negative information on the institution is it's not necessarily bad for the image of the brand, and it can actually have a pretty positive effect on the brand image as well. As stated by Stanford Graduate School of Business, we find that as long as the negative information about the product is minor, your pitch to a consumer might be more persuasive when it calls attention to that negative, especially if consumers have already learned some positive things. So after researching various resources, we ended up including negative bits of RERF's history in our promotion video, as you might have already seen in the video. And this kind of application rationale can be seen all over our marketing strategy.
which is in our booth. Hopefully you looked it up. And these rationales are not only for ourselves, but to reassure our clients with the legitimate knowledges. And the next slide will be about some of our experiences on the different aspects of this project, including researching, editing, and communicating.
Yeah, so as Soen stated, we had to back up pretty much everything with research, and being students in, given this opportunity, we wanted to be as creative as possible. So that was kind of the hardest part, was we would make a decision and we would put it in the video, and then we would get feedback like, wait, does that actually have a source? And then we would have to find a source for it. So that might be one of the hardest parts when you're doing that. So we had to spend a lot of time finding like good quality sources to back up every decision we made in the video, whether that was the music or the color scheme or anything else.
Also, in terms of editing, we didn't really have any previous professional experience on software such as Final Cut Pro, iMovie, or any of that sort. So we had to go through the learning process of this software. We had to look into web sources. We had to look into YouTube tutorials on how to make good transitions, all that stuff. And we also taught each other, but most of all, we taught ourselves by trying out every buttons in the Final Cut Pro. And it was an amazing skill to learn. But not only that, it was even more incredible because we got to serve a greater purpose beyond our individual experience to contribute to public institution in need. And that was, I think, was the most amazing part of our project.
At the same time, having this opportunity, we found out that communication is really big and important. I was mainly talking and communicating with RERF and what their feedback was, and sometimes this got really hard because the things they told us that they wanted or they expected is not exactly what we understood. So having to go back through the process and change it over and over again was hard and frustrating to a certain extent. But at the end, I think that was one of, at least my greatest learning experience, that sometimes you just have to go back and...
Also applying 3 pages amount of feedback, like 3 pages worth of feedback. But after all, we got an email from RERF saying that they are really satisfied with what we did, and our work make their office look bad because it's so good.
And then communication within the group, it was pretty efficient. We each divided the work in equal parts, and then to make any big decisions, we would meet up, discuss it, and decide if we should apply it or not, which mostly we decided to, because the client needed that, the client wanted that, and that's kind of the most important thing for a consulting firm. Now, we are going to watch
So on from the video, we also want to help RERF into the future. So on that, the 3 of us offered to be interns at the Radiation Effects Research Foundation to continue creating videos for them through their YouTube channel. So far, someone will try to get it up. It's okay if you can't. But we made 1 2-minute animation, and then our plan is to continue to make them another 1-minute animated video every each of our terms. So then we'll continue to be creating content for them, and they can follow this cycle where we get to help them out, we get the real world experience, and they get everything that they need. I'll continue talking while we try to set this up. We're really pleased with this opportunity because the entire point is to get real world experience for us, and at the same time we're lucky enough to be contributing to really a greater good, because RERF has the same message as the city of Hiroshima, just the message of peace, and it's really sad that a lot of people don't know that and have a negative light on RERF. So we're really honored to be sharing that for them, and we really hope that all of our efforts go towards growing their digital presence.
So for a moment, I would like to ask all of you to look at that
We apologize for the delay. We didn't know this was going to happen. Sorry, but it will be worth it, I guarantee you. That's the mark. So we are the social media marketing team, as Alan mentioned. So the conditions of the studies conducted by ABCC, which is the predecessor of RERF, has made the general public doubt the organization's values and sincerity. RERF has been trying to move away from this image since their transition in 1975. Building trust between the organization and their audiences is an important objective. Our research has shown that 77% of consumers are more likely to engage within a company if the CEO uses social media, and 82% of the consumers trust the company more. Many studies express the importance of responsive audience communication and transparency within those platforms. Visual branding has shown to successfully assign certain meanings and values to an organization, and this is easily done through social platforms. The negative association has been preventing the organization from reaching its objectives and full potential. Social media is vital in spreading news, information, or building a brand. About 1 in 4 adults get news from multiple social media platforms, as shown in the graph. Facebook plays a large role in this, specifically for the American audience. 50% of the users use this platform solely for news. Seeing we are focusing on the Japanese and US demographic, this is an important thing to keep in mind. RERF's minimal social media presence creates difficulty for their target audience to stay engaged and aware of their research. Something RERF has been struggling with is the lack of sensationalism within their data findings, which has been shown to be a strong tool used by other organizations. This has led to the conclusion that we need other tactics to intrigue our audience. Seeing RERF has no budget or trained marketing team, Seeing RERF has no budget or trained marketing team, social media offers an inexpensive and user-friendly opportunities. Building off of this, like the digital marketing associates mentioned, we will offer ourselves as interns for after these 7 weeks as well, and we will further mention our plans for this, and if RERF decides to take this upon themselves, we will create tutorials on how to use these platforms, as well as the handover of our full detailed marketing strategy.
Before, RERF's engagement on social media was infrequent and inconsistent. Their minimal social media presence created difficulty for their target audiences to stay engaged and informed about the research. The color schemes and logos varied from site to site, which created confusion. The employees have been skeptical of Twitter and Instagram because of lack of time, resources, as well as fear of negative backlash. Therefore, the organization only maintained a Facebook page, and you can see on this slide that the logo is completely different than the one that we've seen on the videos the video team has made, as well as on the poster right there. The Wikipedia page, which is an important source of information in the 21st century, had only a few sentences with a link referring to the predecessor organization that RERF is trying to move on from. And as we all know, Wikipedia is usually the first link that most of us go to because we associate it with reliability.
So when revamping RERF's social media and internet presence, as Julia said, Wikipedia was very important. So the first thing that we did was we added more information. When you Google RERF, the first thing that comes up is a Wikipedia page. So what we did was we added the history of RERF and some of their research findings. When it comes to Facebook, we changed the banner image to be more professional. It's a clear image and it shows RERF's building. We also changed the profile picture to create consistency and to create a very strong brand image.
Facebook is a vital platform for an organization to create a recognizable image. Our team has helped RERF with developing a plan for the Facebook page as a way to clarify the organization's mission, values, and to regain trust. From our research, we have found that posting more than 1 to 5 times a month results in 60% decrease in the number of clicks when the page has less than 100,000 followers. A study done by Virtue found that morning brand posts are almost 40% more effective than the evening ones, and Wednesday has proven to be the busiest day for social media engagement. We have therefore decided to post twice a month with regular monitoring procedures. We have also paid close attention to color schemes. As we found from our research, people naturally assign meanings to what colors cognitively represent. Facebook is our base social media platform, and our target audience for it was the young generation, because Facebook's most significant demographics is the people from between 18 to 49 years old. In our posts, we have used a range of techniques which were all based on research that has proven them successful. In each one of them, we used a photo and a clear call to action, which in this case is for people to visit their website and read about their findings, which goes back to their value and mission of spreading the awareness about what the organization is doing. And in each post, we have also provided a clarification of what where the research is going to and what the benefits of it are.
So Instagram is a platform used by many different types of people, mainly the younger generation. Research shows that 53% of people who use Instagram follow brands. So even though people check Instagram multiple times a day, when starting out and having little to no followers, it's very important to only post 1 to 3 times a week. If you post more than 3 times a week, it's likely that you're going to have many posts with very few likes, and when new followers click on your profile, it doesn't look very good. So as you can see for our post, we posted a picture of the A-bomb dome, and in the caption we included a question. It is proven that including a question makes people 3 times more likely to click on the profile. RERF has many research studies, and they usually include very difficult terminology, so the caption is easy to understand, and yeah. So as far as hashtags go, we created a hashtag campaign, hashtag RERF, hashtag Rely on RERF, and hashtag We Are RERF. So hopefully these hashtags we can use consistently with all posts on social media. This will create traction and will create a following. Also, hashtag radiation will connect RERF with other research facilities across the world.
So our third target market is the scientific research community. Our research showed that 29% of internet users with college degrees use Twitter, which is why, amongst many other studies that we found, we agreed to focus this platform on this target market. There is a substantial body of evidence that scientific communities have rapidly started to incorporate Twitter as a tool for communication and exchanging thoughts, which RERF can definitely benefit from. RERF does not have a presence on this platform, so we've created 10 sample tweets to show the possibilities within them. We believe it should be used to share their findings and papers, as well as form connections between other organizations. Throughout our research, we have found that the optimal post frequency on Twitter is 1 to 3 posts a day, seeing that after the first post, the engagement decreases. Seeing that we want to reach out to both the scientific community in the US as the Japan, we will tweet twice a day with the appropriate time zones. We have found that the most popular time to post is at noon, and B2B performs 60% better during business hours as well. By June, if we are taken on as interns, we should have 60 posts ready to go live. Furthermore, Twitter is also used during various international conferences, which were successful in engaging the participants and creating hashtags for the event.
seeing RERF organizes a lot of these and attends these, it is a tool for them to look into as well. So now I'm going to introduce Mazda, and they're going to talk more about the research that they did.
Thank you guys. We are the Mazda Group. My name is Lily and I'm from England.
I'm Karna from the United States.
And I'm Zaki from Pakistan.
Over the last 7 weeks, we've had the privilege of working with Mazda Automotives. Mazda is a well-known car manufacturing company that celebrates driving and embraces that feeling of going zoom, zoom. With strong, celebrated roots here in Hiroshima, Mazda's mission is to provide cars to the consumer that purely and simply embody driving pleasure. They Global School Consulting collaborated with Mazda Automotive to both learn about marketing and create a student-led campaign, aligning with Mazda's core values and desires based on their slogan for Japan, be a driver.
So going over that, we came up with a strategy to solve the problems that the brand is facing. Mazda has a reputation of being an entry-level car brand, but they want to change it to become an alternative to premium. The challenge the company faces is the process of brand evolution, including a transformation of the mindset of consumers too. In this process of evolution, Mazda will face problems like diversified brand identity, competitors in the market, and the ever-changing automobile market too. The automobile industry is on the decline. Alternative fuel cars are increasing, and we expect that by the future, in 2030, in 15 years' time, autonomous cars will be more normal, which we expect that would cause a further decrease in the automobile share. And apart from that, the ever-expanding public transport is also a threat to the automobile industry. So going over that, we came up with a plan that Mazda needs to come up with a brand strategy that will help them to create a loyal consumers, and that will hit a target focus market of a niche market, the people who want to drive for passion, the people who celebrate the driving of passion, and Mazda will produce cars that will help them do that. And for that, of course, we need to go over a process, and that will be explained by Karna.
Right, so throughout this project, we had a few ideas and we ended up changing most of them. After meeting with Mazda experts at the Mazda headquarters, we brainstormed ideas about how we could effectively advertise for Mazda. Our first idea was to create sort of a general introductory video that could be placed on homepages or museums. But after a round of feedback, we realized that we should really be focused on something that's a bit more relevant to today's society. Therefore, we switched our idea to a campaign that highlights Mazda's goal of showing an enjoyable driving experience that Mazda can provide. So then we added the twist of setting it in a time where, like Zaki said, self-driving cars and mass public transportation are the norm. And after more feedback, our vision was tailored into what our video came to be, which Lily and I will talk about.
So the commercial was a final product and an extremely important part of our process. We wanted to make an engaging, unique commercial inspired by a futuristic, driverless age, and the realization that the feeling, adrenaline, and rush of driving is irreplaceable, channeling the Mazda slogan, for Japan, be a driver. It was important for us to make the most of the creative freedom we had, but also to stay true to Mazda in script, content, and style. Every shot you will see is based on rationale and research that is discussed in our marketing strategy. We explored the impact of color, music, and videography on the consumer, and also researched Mazda's previous commercials and their success to see what works and what doesn't, so we can make the best commercial possible. We will now play our final commercial, and we really hope you enjoy it.
So while we're waiting on that to load, I hope you all have enjoyed the Okay. I hope you took a chance to view our booth. We have both Mazda and RERF, seen RERF's wonderful Instagram posts, got some chocolates. Amazing. Spanish-speaking friends, but mostly Julia and Paula because they're Mexican specifically. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you. Yeah. Towards the end of this presentation, we just wanted to take the time to thank our two module leaders / owners, CEOs, founders of TGS Consulting.
So we would like to invite you up on the stage. Can we get a round of applause, please? been an incredible module. Everything has gone so seamlessly, and we've had an amazing, amazing time. So we wanted to bring you up here and say thank you so much for all your hard work, because these teachers that you see up here really do so much behind the scenes that you don't see, and that just a thank you can't even cover. So we wanted to say a huge, huge thank you for everything they've done for us. Thank you. That's it for the Mazda and the RERF.
Okay, so this was the last presentation of today's showcase, and on behalf of all the students, we would like to thank you all for your support throughout the last 7 weeks and for coming today and giving our work an audience. We are very thankful that we are able to present our work to you, and are very pleased with the conversations that we had today, and we hope you had a great time too. So we're going to keep the in-person project groups open till 7:15, maybe extendable to 7:30, and yeah.
マーケティングのプロジェクトは最後の演説です。TGS の学生に代わって7週間私たちを応援した学位たちに感謝を申したいと思います。今日の話と演説する機会をいただいたのは TGS の学生にとって大きな誇りです。今日のご来いただき誠にありがとうございます。自分の個人のプロジェクトのブースが今まだ空いていますから、7時15分までにです。
And now Adnan Matschkowitz, our principal, is going to officially close this event, but as I said, you can stick around and look at the personal project list.
次にマチコビック先生の発表で今日のショーケースが終了します。どうぞ。
Thank you to all of our guests for joining us today. Thank you to all of you who have helped us spend this term in Japan, learn from you, who have been here to support us through everything we've experienced and everything we've seen and learned this term.
今日発表会を見ていただき、今日お越しにいただいた皆さん、本当にありがとうございました。最初から7週間、各今日見たもののサポートしてありがとうございます。
It's been a journey, and we'll sure remember this term as definitely one of our favorites, a term where we truly enjoyed Hiroshima and its culture, Japan and its culture, and we truly got to learn from some of the most important and some of the most amazing masters in all possible fields.
私たちはいろんな国に行きますけど、この広島での7週間はきっと私たちの一番思い出に残る一学期の一つになると思います。いろんな素晴らしい方々のアドバイスと支援をいただいてすごく感謝しています。ありがとうございます。
To students, you've done an amazing job today and over the term, so once again, congratulations. Well done. You deserve a round of applause just for yourselves. And to everyone who participated in putting it all together today, especially the students, well done. So once again, thank you very much. Hopefully see you again next year.
また来年よろしくお願いします。今日は7時15分頃までは個人プロジェクトのブースが空いておりますので、ぜひご覧ください。ありがとうございます。
So if there are any booths that you haven't seen or had a chance to visit, we'll keep them open until about 7:10. Yes. And then students will do a circle at 7:10, which is probably going to be 7:15.
7時10分からという感じで、その後に盛大が終わりにします。ありがとうございます。
Hi, Mom.
Hello.
There's the review of the parks over there. So we'll be going around a few booths that we haven't really been to in like before. But let's wait for a while.
Has your mind started to change? I'll see you next year.
Not again.
Okay, where's spare? Oh, that's spare two.
Yep, that's spare two.
You wanna
You say hi to your mom?
Hey, parents. How are you?
Parents.
Hope you enjoyed my presentation.
You wanna go to RERF now? And
got
Mazda.
some stuff around. Tech stuff. Live stream.
We did it! We're done.
Yay!
I mean,
Literally says radiation effect information.
so
Hey, you wanna talk about this a little bit?
Over the past 7 weeks, if you didn't see the presentation, our module has been studying marketing techniques, and they work for both Mazda and the Radiation Effects Research Foundation. They just had their presentation with some technical difficulties,
Yep.
but we're really proud of the work that they did, and the companies that they work for really like the products, so we feel like we're a successful marketing firm in just 7 weeks.
Do you want to say something for them to showcase?
I hope my mom is watching.
Want to say hi to her?
There's my mom if you're watching. If you are.
Nah, do you...
This is us debriefing her.
Okay, bye. Oh.
Yes, yeah, yes. Cold? So not cold. Oh, you can eat it. Nice. Yes.
Hey, Vox, you want to talk about this a little bit? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, alright, yep. Do you wanna help? You have any comments about all
What
these?
an amazing experience. Thanks for tuning in. See ya and sprees.
Yeah, I think it's time to end now. So, thank you for staying with us all these 4 hours and a little bit. Yay!